Hi, I'm Julie of Julie's Vintage Love, and today I'm going to share with you what sold in the month of November for me in my antique booth. I will let you know what I paid for the item, what it sold for, and I'll show you a picture of each item. So the first thing that sold was a beautiful Pyrex cup. It is milk glass with blue flowers on it. The pattern is Summer Impressions. I paid a little bit too much for these, but I just had to have them when I saw them because I love them so much. Sometimes I do that, and it all works out in the end because I get stuff for incredible bargains and sell them for good prices too. So I feel like it kind of works out. I paid $3 for this cup and I sold it for $7. The next was a Corningware casserole. I see a lot of these in the blue cornflower all the time, but this pattern is actually called Floral Bouquet, and it's not something I see as commonly in the stores. I paid $2.09 for this casserole dish with no lid, and it sold for $12. The next item that sold was a Snowbabies figurine. This figurine is called We Make a Great Pair. This one I paid $5.09 for, and it sold for $16. This Campbell Soup Set actually came with 2 mugs, and one of the other antique dealers called me one day saying that there was a customer who wanted to buy the 2 soup mugs but didn't want the big soup pot with the ladle. And so I did agree to split them up, and in this sale, the soup pot with the ladle and the lid without the 2 mugs sold for $20. I paid $8 for the whole set, so I just kind of averaged that out and said I had paid $4 for the big crock. The next item that sold was this cute Berenstain Bears Christmas book for children. It was copyrighted 1970. I paid $1.51 for it, and it sold for $6. I was at a garage sale and I got a large lot of wooden Christmas ornaments. I estimate that I paid 23 cents for each ornament. As soon as I put them on the tree, they started selling. I sold a total of $19 worth of these ornaments in one day, and again paid 23 cents for each ornament. So I sold 5 ornaments and they totaled to $19. These cute turquoise mason jar salt and pepper shakers, they're not vintage. I think that they're new or a reproduction of an older piece. They were $1.69 and they sold for $10. The reason I had to have this cute little pottery bowl is because my antique store is in the North Georgia mountains, and it was a pottery bowl with a mountain scene on it. So I probably paid a little much for such a small bowl. I paid $4, but it sold for $16. I actually have 2 of these Mexican hand-painted clay mugs. I paid $1.39 each for them. So far I have sold 1 of them, and it sold for $8. I still have 1 in the booth. Okay, these little vases, I had 2 of them and they had been in the booth for 3 years. At some point I marked them down quite a bit. They are 1950s little apple blossom vases. The company is Lefton. I paid $10 for each little vase, and I ended up not making a bunch of money on it because I had to mark them down because they sat there for so long. This one sold for $15. I had a lot of vintage cookie cutters that I got at a garage sale, and I paid 27 cents each for them and sold 1 vintage cookie cutter for $3. I had 3 Pfaltzgraff gravy boats in my booth. I was hoping that they would sell before Thanksgiving for people to be ready for their Thanksgiving dinners. I really love Pfaltzgraff. It doesn't sell very well, but I love it, and when it's in good shape, I get it because I feel like it's going to come back in style again one day. I paid $2.50 for this gravy boat, and it sold for $14, so I was happy with that. I did have quite a bit more that sold in the month of November, but these were the only items that I had a good, clear photo of. As we move forward into later months, I will be taking photos of every single item before I put it into the booth. So I will be able to show you a more accurate inventory of what sold each month. But I hope you gained something from this video, and I'll see you in the next one.